Alright, I decided to re-record this video because since recording it, there was a couple things that I was remembering that were not 100% accurate. Basically, I had done a video about my experience with Santa Muerte, like how everything started, how it began. And actually, I've only been basically her devotee for 1 year. It was 1 year on the 19th of this month. But I wanted to make a video about my experiences because I love listening to people's experience, and even though they may not be teaching or giving advice, which I do not want to do because I cannot do that because I'm a baby in being a devotee, and I wasn't trained. I don't have a teacher. So I'm no one to teach, but I basically just want to share my experiences with her and my journey so far. And so let's see. Everything started, like I said, about a year ago. I'm not 100% sure how it began. I don't remember if it was like a video suggestion on YouTube. I'm not sure how it began. Okay, but there's a couple things I remember from very very early on. So basically, let's see. At some point in the very beginning, I started watching Janelle's videos. Again, I think it was, I don't know if they were suggested. I don't know if I searched. But before I think it was before I started watching her videos, I started, one day I was drawn to crystal balls. Again, I don't even know how that started, but basically I had a desire to buy a crystal ball, like the ones that people use for divination or decoration. And that was unusual because I didn't like them. I never liked crystal balls. I just thought it was so silly. Not because I don't believe in divination or anything. I was already practicing magic, but I don't know, like I was never drawn to them, right? So one day I just start looking for crystal balls to see how much they are, whatever, on Amazon, eBay. And I don't even know why. So I didn't get it. And then I ended up going to a botanica very soon after that. Um, and I went to go get, I think, incense or something. And I saw that in the botanica that I always go to, they were selling a crystal ball. I don't know if I never saw it before. There was one. She only had one. And I I asked her how much it was. I think she said it was like $30. It was a pretty decent sized crystal ball, and it came with a stand. And I was like, oh my god, 30 bucks. I came home, I didn't buy it, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. So the next day I went and I bought the crystal ball. Okay, that was that. Then very soon after that, now keep in mind, at this time I was not thinking about Santa Muerte. I Nothing, okay? Nothing. I was just practicing my magic like normal, but nothing. And I had a desire to buy an aloe plant, a small aloe plant. I don't know, I just started getting like I oh and also, well, let me first talk about the aloe plant. So I ended up buying a little aloe plant, okay? Then around that time, I also started getting more interested. I think this is where, yeah, before those two things, before the crystal ball and before the aloe plant, I started getting, I'm Mexican. I was born in Mexico, and I came to the United States, to Miami, when I was about to turn 5. I came in September, and I was turning 5 years old in February. So, but I was born in Mexico, DF, which is the city, the capital. Um, so I started getting more. like I said, before the aloe plant, before the crystal ball, I started getting a desire to start working with my ancestors. And I put a picture of them. I had a candle for them all the time. I celebrated El Dia de los Muertos. And yeah, I don't know. It was just and the whole Mexican culture. I just started wanting to learn more about my Mexican culture. That was the first thing. After that came the whole thing with the crystal ball, and then with the aloe plant. So after the aloe plant, I at some point I ended up watching Janelle's video, Janelle Longoria, here on YouTube, on, I think, signs that she's trying to contact you. I don't, once again, I think it was suggested. I don't even know why, because I wasn't looking for Santa Muerte things on YouTube, but somehow I ended up watching that video. So I watched it, and I remember then after that video, I think I kept on searching more videos and more videos, and I was just trying to find out more about her. And then all of a sudden, it was like an epiphany where I realized, I'm like, wait a minute. The crystal ball, the plant. I was like, oh shit, I think she's trying to contact me. So when I realized that, I was like, okay. So then I started researching even more, looking for any and all videos that I could find on YouTube. I was watching them all. I was obsessed. And but obviously in a lot of videos I was hearing, oh, she doesn't work with everyone. I again, this I still don't know. I don't know how true it is. It could very well be true, okay, that she's selective about who she works with. I'm not talking about Mexicans only. I'm talking about the person, not their ethnicity, okay? Because I do believe that, yes, she works with, you don't have to be Mexican. She will work with anybody. But I don't know. Anyways, in some videos that I was watching, they would say that, she doesn't work. I don't know. I was excited, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I don't want to get my hopes up. It could just be a pure coincidence. So somehow, let's see, how did this happen? I think Janelle made a post, something. It was through her. I basically, I started following her on Facebook. She made a post, and I found out about Alexis Arrendon, which he's also on Facebook, and his website, I think it's cityalchemist.com. She started recommending an intro course to working with Santa Muerte. And I did it. I purchased it that night, and it was like a 2-hour course or something like that, which I highly recommend anybody and everybody who wants to get to know her more to get that course. And I think he also now has another one, which is like a 6-month course, 5-month course, something like that. But he requires first that you take the intro one. He gives you so much information on the background, on offerings, on how to work with the altar. He has a lot of experience since he was younger. He has like teachers that work with her that were like from back in the day. Anyways, so I ended up having confirmation with him because I told him that I had purchased his course, and then I told him that I was interested in I was waiting for the availability of an opening for the second course, right? So we were talking on Messenger, and he basically confirmed that yes. Okay, so this is how it happened. So before I spoke to him, before I got the course, I had a dream. As a matter of fact, let me read it. I think I wrote them down. I had 3 dreams with her. Okay, the first dream. What was the first dream? Well, I don't remember. These two, the first 2, I don't remember which one came first. Basically, one of them was in my dream. I don't know. There was like alligators or something like that. And I had my little dog was on the floor. There was obvious. I'm just trying to like put it in a nutshell, right? What happened? But obviously the dream was bigger. There was a lot going on in the dream, but there was alligators. I remember I didn't feel scared. It wasn't like a feeling of being scared in the dream. I went to go pick up my little dog so that they wouldn't bite her. So I went to pick it up, and one of the alligators bit me on my left hand, and I felt like the skin slide off. But again, in my dream, I was not scared. I was not startled. I wasn't freaking out. It was just very like normal, like peaceful. It didn't even hurt when the alligator bit me. So I felt like some skin slide off, and I remember I carried my dog. My dog was safe. And when I look at my hand, there wasn't blood gushing out or anything. There was just my bone was exposed, like my skeleton of my hand was exposed. And I was like, oh shit, that's it. That was the dream. And then the next day, I had a dream, let's see, where I don't remember what color robe it was. I don't know if it was the white or the black. It definitely, well, I don't want to say definitely. I don't know. I don't know what color robe. But it was a skeletal figure. She was lying down, not flat, but like her back inclined, almost like on a recliner with her legs obviously like out. Like she was laying down, basically reclined up. And she had a pregnant belly, but on top of her pregnant belly, she had a baby skeleton. And it was laying sideways facing me. Like it was like, it was the baby's stomach against the mom's stomach skeleton, but the baby's head was sideways, like looking at me. They were both looking at me, and it was a very, very peaceful dream. Like it was very peaceful. It was beautiful. So, but the dream was like blurry. It was kind of blurry, but I could definitely, like, I could clearly see the skeleton. So, okay, that was that. I woke up. There was nothing in the background. It was just all black. I just saw the skeleton lying down with her pregnant belly and the skeleton baby on top of the pregnant belly, and they were both looking at me. Then after the second dream, that's when I was talking with Alexis on Messenger on Facebook, and I sent him a message. He didn't reply, right? I went to sleep, and I had a dream. Okay, I woke up the next day, and I remember from the bed I came to the couch, and I fell asleep on the couch. When I fell asleep on the couch, I had a dream where I saw La Roja, the red Santa Muerte, her face. I saw the red cloak, but it was like from her chest up, and her face. And she was pretty close to me. And I wasn't scared or anything. All these dreams were very peaceful. And I wake up. The reason why I woke up was because I hear a message come in from Facebook. So that woke me up from the dream. And it was a message from him. And basically, long story short, he ended up confirming that morning, which was June 19th, 2020, that yes, in fact, he did divination, and he told me that yes, that the red one was very strong with me, and he told me, he gave me advice, right, to start working with the white one, but he basically confirmed that she was in fact contacting me. That's when I realized that all the signs that I was getting, that it was legit. Like, she really was contacting me. And I'm trying to hurry up because I only have, I think, like less than 15 minutes to record. So that was that. That was 1 year ago, on the 19th. And since then, obviously, I set up an altar for her. I don't have the person I'm living with, my boyfriend. I'm living with my boyfriend. He does not approve of none of this. He doesn't even know I'm a devotee of Santa Muerte, but he did know about, I was open with him about magic in the past and working with other spirits, and he was not okay with this. And he told me that, no. So basically, I do have an altar for her. I set up an altar for her back then, but I only bring out the statues when he is not here, and I'll put them on her altar. I bought for her altar, I bought a crystal ball, not the one I had bought from the Botanica. I bought another crystal ball that actually it's sketched into the crystal. It sketched the world, that earth, right? And the reason why I bought it with the intention that it represents her statue when I cannot have her statue on her altar. So it's like if her statue was there. That is with the intention that I bought it. And I also have other things. I'm going to take a picture so I can show you guys. I have like little skulls and a little owl that I found in Dollar Tree. I have her glass of water, and I have 3 candle holders. One to put red candle, a white, and a black. Um, and I'll put offerings and things like that. But again, he knows, I have never confirmed to him, but it's obvious. Like, I think he's kind of like, don't tell me, I don't ask, you don't say, that type of situation. That's what's going on. So, like right now, he is not here, and so I have her 3 statues. I have a red, white, and black, which the black one I actually just got 2 days ago, which I bought from Janelle's Etsy store, La Casa Calacas, or Las Calacas. I think it's La Casa Calacas. And I'm in love with it. I love them. I love both of those statues. The white one that I have is one that I had bought on eBay, which is just like a hollow one. But I do want to get one, the ones that come from Mexico that come with charged in the bottom with resin. So that's the only one I need to get. But I will show the one that I have for now. And actually the white one, I painted it. It was the siete potencias, which is the 7 colors. It was the one that brings like the 7 colors. Initially, but then now that I know a little bit more, that I took like the intro course, for example, back then, it gave me the desire to only want to work with the 3 robes, because like he says in the intro course, the 3 original colors, everything falls into those 3 colors. Everything. I don't know, it's just more simple. So those are the 3 I want to stick to: the red, white, and black. Her 3 original colors. And so I ended up painting the one that was like the 7 colors. I ended up painting it white, and I've always used it as the white statue. And let's see what else. I do intend on making another video, obviously with more information on other experiences, but that is basically how it all started. And also throughout this whole year, I've been keeping a journal of just different things, like my experience with her. Like, for example, I have it here in my hand. Let's see. Okay, so here on June 16, 2020, I purchased Alexis's intro course to working with Santa Muerte, and then on the 19th, he confirmed that she was calling me. Let's see. He teaches you in the course how to have a working altar. Like traditionally, like what you put on the left, what you put in the front, the reasons why you put something on the left, on the back, on the right. So he teaches you that. And I'm just reading. Some of these pages just say what I explained, which I basically wrote down how it all started. And I think that's... Oh, yes, this is important. All right, got 10 minutes. I'll say it quickly. This was November 29th, 2020. I'm gonna read what I wrote, okay? I put, "This morning, I had a dream I was mugged by a couple. They took my wallet at gunpoint. I was terrified in my dream. I remember in my dream, while I was dreaming, that my Santa Muerte card," okay, I have a card of her picture, like a little wallet card, and I don't have it right now anymore in my wallet, but at that time I had it in my wallet, okay, so just so you know. All right, so in my dream again, I remembered that I had the Santa Muerte card in my wallet, and I thought that when the couple saw it, they might throw my stuff away out of fear. I woke up and I was so scared. Okay, I'm going to stop reading right there. When I woke up, I was terrified. Okay, it was really scary. I felt like I really got mugged. I'm going to continue reading. I woke up and I was very scared. I went right into YouTube, and I saw that Janelle had posted a video about don'ts with Santa Muerte. I didn't think my dream was caused by Santa Muerte until I started watching her video. She said not to forget about her and make her compete for your attention. Also, she said never ever ever forget light and water, no matter what. And she's talking about light on the altar, candle, or flashlight, whatever. Don't ever stop putting light on her altar. I immediately realized she had given me that nightmare. She did, in fact, give me that nightmare. Yesterday, I thought about setting up her altar again after the floor finished being fixed, but I forgot. I immediately set up her altar again. So let me explain. At that time, they were fixing the floor in my apartment. So I had taken everything down. I had put everything away in boxes. And at that time, if I'm completely honest, I was not paying all the attention that I was originally paying to her. Okay, I wasn't. Obviously, she didn't have an altar. I really wasn't even thinking about her much, if I'm honest. And what a coincidence! Which I say that obviously joking, because there is no coincidences when you work with her. Janelle posted that video that morning when I had the nightmare. Okay, and initially I didn't think that she had given me a nightmare. That nightmare of being mugged. But then I realized, yes, she did give it to me. And she gave it to me to be like, hello, like you forgot about me. You haven't set up my altar. They had already finished fixing the floor. And a couple days had gone by. And I had not set up her altar again. So I had heard Janelle say similar things, that she does that. Like whenever like she'll remind you nicely and whatever. But if you keep on like ignoring it or not getting the hint, she'll like that. Like, for example, give you like a scary nightmare or something that will make you remember again. And trust me that when she is upset or she wants you to know something, she will make it obvious. You will not have a doubt that that is what she's trying to tell you, good or bad. So as soon as I realized that same day I set up her altar again, and then, that's it. And obviously I've been more attentive to her altar since then. I'd say the past like 3 weeks ago, I started getting like an intense desire to get closer to her, to like for our relationship to grow. I can't even describe it. It's almost like the emotion grew. Like my passion for wanting to get closer to her grew out of nowhere. So the past 3 weeks I have been working probably more intensely than I have this entire year. And I realized that, like, okay, the past 3 weeks when I was getting that desire, whatever, I didn't realize that it was about to be the 1 year mark where it was confirmed that she was calling me. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, every time that you work with her, you're gonna have like an epiphany. There's gonna be a moment when you're like, oh my god, like she'll blow your mind when you realize like she was giving you hints all along. And like synchronicities, right? Like synchronicity signs like crazy. So like 2 weeks when I started getting that desire, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I didn't realize. And then I found out 3 days before the 1 year anniversary of me and her. 3 days I realized, wow, like she started pulling me towards her. And in 3 days, it's going to be our 1 year anniversary of basically of the beginning of our relationship. And I just think things like that are so beautiful. And I love when they happen. I love when she does things like that. And so that's all for now. That's basically how it started and what's been going on recently. So yeah, I need to think of what other videos talking about my experiences with her. Let's see. I have been thinking about showing her altar. I know a lot of people show their altars, and I don't know, like I've had like mixed emotions on showing it, not showing it. I feel like she does want me to show it, and it's a very small altar, like very, very small. Because I barely have any room. The actual room where I have her altar is like my little space. It's my area. in this is actually the laundry room of my apartment, which I don't have it as set up as a laundry room. It's kind of like the storage room. It's a place for you to set up washer and dryer, but I use it for storage, and I have my vanity slash desk here. I have my perfumes. I have all my crystals because I love crystals. And right next to me on the table next to my vanity, I have her altar. So, and yeah, and also, I have a Ruda plant, which I also felt she's gonna start drawing you when you start working with her. She starts drawing you to start wanting to buy just things that have to do with her. It's just, other than the word is a desire. Like, you just start getting a desire to do these things, to learn about something, and it all goes back to, it's related to her. So it is a beautiful journey, and nobody should be scared of her, but definitely treat her with respect. And you need to be very, very, very sure before you decide that you want her as part of your life, that this is something that you want lifelong. I have heard, as a matter of fact, today I heard from somebody on YouTube, which I love her channel. She was saying that you don't have to be a devotee to ask Santa Muerte for a favor. There's two types of people. There's devotees, and then there's people who believe in her. You don't have to be a devotee, and you can still believe in her. If you just want to ask her for a favor one time, be clear about what you're willing to offer in return. Let her know, sorry, excuse me, let her know that after, that you don't intend on being a devotee, but that you're grateful, you're thankful, and that you want to offer her whatever you wanted to offer her. Always make sure you make your intentions very clear with her. And if you want her as part of your life, make sure that you're positive that it's forever.